Hello, everyone. Welcome and happy holidays for whatever holiday you observe between now and the end of the year. We are so excited and we're looking forward to a whole bunch of fun tonight.
Look, I don't often do it, but it lights up. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm gonna shut it off.
So, Roxanne is lit tonight.
Yes, I'm lit. One iced tea. Enjoy. Mm. It says, Bonnie, I'm just saying and checking in. What's Bonnie saying? Bonnie says, hold on. She said, split my screen, one side the party and the other the voting for Chris. Okay, yes. There is, well, let's talk about news before we get started. Some news happened in the last 5-10 minutes. One, I saw, I don't know if you saw it, Kathy, but there is this poll that's up. I don't even know. I didn't have a chance to see exactly if it's a Hallmark thing. They wanted you to vote for your favorite Hallmark actor, and Chris is in it, but he's up against Lacey Chabert and Jonathan Bennett. I know.
Who comes up with this stuff?
I don't know, but the truth of the matter is that he's an exceptional actor and he's different in everything he does.
Right.
So they're saying he's trailing behind by 400. This is when, McNally should come out in droves,
Yep.
Then the other thing I wanted to do was just take a minute, if it was okay with everyone. We have our friend Lynn. She was a moderator on Chris McNally page. She is very active in on the not Rosemary, on the page, the Lucas and Elizabeth, my best friend's page. and she's on there anyway. She fell and she hurt herself, and they had to take her to the ER. So if we can just put out prayers for her that she's, okay, and whoever's taking care of her and in charge, that the Lord give them wisdom. And she's such a sweet, kind heart, so I'm hoping they're treating her the same way.
Thank you for sharing that. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then before we get started, I was showing Kathy that Lucas was on the way to the library because Elizabeth was secretly wrapping presents in the library, not writing. And while she was in there, he brought her over some of her favorite treats, which are the macarons, pistachio. They're gluten-free, by the way. They're made with an almond flour, crushed almond, a chocolate, a raspberry, and a lemon. And by the way, I really wanted to tell you that normally, because my family loves these, like my one niece, we got her this whole big cake of these. One is like $3. That's how expensive they are. However, and they're delicious, and these are the traditional flavors. You can get these at Target. They're frozen, and they should be, because they're the what's on the inside you can't just keep it on a shelf. They would get hard, but you can put them in the refrigerator. And they had them on sale for like $5.99, I think. That's it. And you got 12.
And what are they called, Roxanne?
Macarons. People call them macaroons, but it's macaron. A macaroon, we have
Coconut.
here at the Jersey Shore, is like a coconut type of a cookie. It's very good. This is French macaron. Just letting you know. All right, are you ready? I'm so excited.
Yes.
I was trying to get all techno here, so you're going to have to bear with me as I share screens. I feel like I'm teaching virtually, and I have to go back and forth, so don't anyone leave. But I wanted to tell you, here are the things that we have for you. So today is National Gingerbread Decorating Day, Gingerbread House Decorating Day. And part of our Heartie Christmas party we put out there, it was if you decorated a gingerbread house, to send it on pictures on over. So we have 5 that we will show, and you will have an opportunity to vote A, B, C, D, and E. And you'll just put that in the comments, and we'll do a little quick tally. And then we also have spin this wheel with all these names of all the people that had their generous hearts, like a Heartie is, and donated all kinds of things. Monetary donations. Somebody did did a marathon for charity. People donated to shelters, some people adopted families from their church and had these big boxes of a whole thing, a Christmas meal and presents and toys and books. Someone made cakes for the neighborhood. I mean, it was really amazing, all the pictures that they turned in. So your names go in this wheel, and we're going to spin it 3 times, and we're going to have 3 winners, right? And then we've got trivia from all of the Christmas episodes, lots of trivia. And some people have super internet speed and some don't. So we're just going to play for the fun of it. And everyone that plays will have an opportunity to win. We'll go through and we'll like sort of do like a raffle. And how many, did we decide how many winners we were going to have, or are we just going to have one?
I think we said 3.
3 for that too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, all right. We're going to have fun until we're too tired. I'm looking at the comments. Just Jared, I posted in our Chris McNally group. Okay. I guess that's the, like, where the contest is coming from. Where do we go to vote for Chris? Janice is asking. Yes, it's also posted. If I saw it show up in, I don't know if it was in the When Calls the Heart on Hallmark Facebook page, but I do know it's in the Lucas and Elizabeth fan page. Okay. Lillian's here. Her trip was postponed, and Lillian's eating her Bouchard dark chocolate. I was introduced to that chocolate by my good friend Kathy. She bought me a bag for Christmas last year, and I sent some to Lillian. I sent her own bag, not mine. And there's a story. It got mailed to her address, but on a different street. So they got to enjoy the delicious chocolate, and then I remailed it to her.
You mean they kept it?
Well, she lives in New York City. I guess one street over is not like it is here in Hamilton where I can walk it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, they never said anything. So they kept it, and good for them. It's okay. And I just sent her more. Maybe it was meant to be. Maybe, I don't know. You never know. Maybe they needed it. They're saying Chris needs all the votes he can get. Hi, everybody. Hello. There's a lot of people. Sharon's here, and Rona's here, and Lillian, of course, is here, and Christina Lohman, and all kinds of stuff. And we have Avis is here. Hello. You can vote as much as you want. Just hit the refresh button. The vote goes on to December 22nd.
You know, I was born and raised in Chicago, and we have an old tradition. We only vote once for stuff. So, yeah.
Do you know that is so funny? My mother told me that that's what you should do.
Well, yeah.
Yes, you vote once and that is it.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you say that, because I don't really tell people, because sometimes it gets into this big heated debate. And I'm like, well, it's kind of like the principle of things. Like, we're our nation, and I teach this, but our nation, that's what our nation is about. You know what I mean? About being able to all have a voice and vote. And we can't vote more than one. I mean, goodness gracious, they tried to accuse people of voting more than once. You know what I mean? Like, no.
People get arrested for that.
I know. So I try to practice, but that's me. That's you. Like,
and I've got my little Target app up. So I'm
did,
gonna order.
Did you find them? I'm gonna eat the lemon.
They've actually got holiday assorted macarons for $2.99. So I'm definitely gonna hit them up tomorrow. Oh, that looks so good.
They're so good, and they're not very caloric, and they're very lightweight. Like, you can eat one, and one is enough, or two.
And not high in carbs, I would think, if they make it with almond flour.
Almond flour. And when I say almond flour, it's straight up almonds, just ground to like dust. That's why they're so delicate, and they're not very easy to make with like an egg white in it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go. Now, if I get thrown out for some bizarre reason, Kathy's here, and I'll toss myself back in.
Will I stay in if you get tossed out?
You should.
Okay. For anyone who is affected by the winter storms that they are predicting, I hope you all stay safe, because they're saying it's going to be really bad.
Oh, no. Well, prayers are going to be sent out to all of you. Who's getting affected by this?
I know they said it's already hitting Sierra Nevadas and
anybody here?
Colorado it's
softball lover. That's funny. We haven't seen you in a while, I think. And you're saying Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yes. Did y'all see Chris's cameo? That was wonderful. You know why I loved it? This is the second time in a short amount of time I saw him with his playful comedic self. Like, he was really cute and funny in this video that he was doing for he didn't participate in any of the games because he was filming and he couldn't. But he's friendly with Jen Lilly, and she has that Christmas what isn't canceled. It's a charity, and people buy to get in Christmas University, and they play games and they get to participate with the actors and whatnot. So he made a fun video with a whole bunch of the actors. And he was saying all kinds of silly, funny things, like with his faces and his expressions, which was adorable. And then he has a cameo in was it last night? No, the other night's movie where he plays an elf when they're getting in line. Saturday night's movie, right? And he's all silly. Oh my god, I loved it. Cute. That's
I think his real personality runs to he's playful. He did the couple years ago the Holiday Bake Off, Celebrity Bake Off, and he was really funny in that with the comments he was making.
Yeah, I love it. And I love seeing that he's like so cute and happy. And I hope that has to do with he's very content and happy, you know, with his career and at home.
Yeah.
All right. Alexis Jude says hello.
Hi.
Right. Cindy Smith saying it. But I might not understand you. Alexa's talking to me. My Alexa. All right, here we go. I'm going to try. You ready? We're going to start with the trivia game. All right, get your fingers ready. Here we go. All right, Kathy, can you see it?
Not yet.
Oh, do you see it now? Kathy?
No, can't see it.
Oh, what happened? All right, hold on. Something happened. Right. Chrome tab. That's because I went and did it the wrong way. Can you see it now?
Yep.
All right. So I can't really put it
larger, maybe.
How's that?
Here we go. Perfect.
All right. So here we go, friends. Now, Kathy, can you see the chat box and people answering?
I can.
All right, good, because I can't. All right. What is the title of the season 4 episode? That is the game. The trivia game has begun. Anybody answering yet?
No. I mean, what is the title of the season 4 episode?
Yeah, the season 4 Christmas episode.
Oh, Christmas episode. Okay.
All this is Christmas. All about Christmas.
Okay. Anybody? We're looking for the title of the season 4 Christmas episode.
It's probably delayed. It'll take a minute. Oh my God, the raspberry one was so good.
So how do you want to do this? I'm starting to see answers.
That's okay. You can read them out and see
when calls the heart Christmas?
Yeah, that's actually correct. Whoever got that, that's a correct one.
That's Karen.
All right. Well, we'll come back and look at all the names, but yes, that is correct. When calls the heart?
People said wishing tree, but
no, that's not the first. If the first one is when calls the heart Christmas. Yep. All right. Now, question 2 is what was Timmy's Christmas wish in season 4? Because season 4, they had just come out of season 3 where there was that flood and they were rescuing those families, and the families were coming to live in like some were coming to live in town, and they were building houses and places and apartments and stuff for them to stay. And Timmy, the Larson family, he and his sister, he has a sister Ruby, and the mom, they were coming, and the dad were coming to live there, and he had a very special wish. He wanted to know if Santa would be able to find him, even though he was moving from the settlement. Anybody know? Do you know, Kathy?
Nothing yet.
All right.
I do. I think I do.
Yeah. It's not a super special wish. It's just what was his wish. And he was so little and cute.
Yeah. Well, he's still cute, just not so little.
No, he's a grown man now. He's handsome.
Okay, someone said a fireplace.
Well, it's funny because they did need a stove for their place, but no.
A home, someone else said.
No. Oh, this is a pistachio one. It's so good. I'll give you a hint. It's an actual toy.
Well, a toy?
It's a toy.
A gift for his sister, someone said.
No. Ruby has her own gift that she wants. Nope.
A doll for his sister.
No. He wants his own present. And his sister also says what she wants. Which, by the way, is a doll. Why did
a bicycle or a train?
Oh, it's a train. Yep. He wants a train. Very good. Okay. All right. So I'm going to shift. So we have these little guest appearance, a slingshot. We have these guests that came and they have some questions for you. And they're special guests. They are the different admins to the different pages, fan pages that some of you may be on or may not know about. So the one I'm thinking of, the one that you're going to see right now is Miss Joan. And she is part of the admin team for the Rosemary and Lee fan page. So if you're not on it and you love the Rosemary and Lee fan page, you might want to join. So Miss Joan's got a question for you. All right. I have to go with the tab. And let's see if I want to do, I got to go backwards, right? Here she is. Okay. Hit share. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just have to get the volume up and then I'll hit play. This is Miss Joan.
Hello, Hearties. I am Joan, part of the Rosemary and Lee admin team. And here's the question. In season 4, who comes to Hope Valley to teach the townspeople valuable lessons about joy and giving? Hello, Hearties. I am Joan.
All right. So someone comes to the town to teach them valuable lessons about
the joy of giving.
Yes. Who is that?
Who came to town?
Yes. Who came to town?
We've got some answers. Santa Claus.
Am I still sharing or am I done?
You're done.
Okay.
A panhandler. The peddler.
The panhandler. Janice got that right. Do we remember his name by any chance? He had that truck. Very good. And he had all those gifts on it. Kind of had a little bit of a magical
Bailey
quality.
the peddler.
Very good, Rona. It was Sam Bailey, the peddler. Very good. Excellent. Yay. And that was Miss Joan. She's amazing. If you're already on the Rosemary and Lee fan page, she's the person that makes, well, first of all, Christina Lohman, who is admin to a different fan page, is one of the members of the Rosemary and Lee fan page. And she always makes us these great graphics. And Miss Joan puts them up and welcomes everybody. So that's her job. She accepts it. And I love it because Miss Joan, I don't know if she's here. At first, when she started, she was nervous, but she's like, I'm going to learn. I'm going to do this. Now she's like the super pro. I love it. And we have fun. It's a fun page. It's kind of quiet right now because we're in between seasons, but we'll post stuff up. We'll have big discussion groups. There's someone who writes fan fiction that is on there, and her fan fiction for Rosemary and Lee is amazing. Her graphics are, she's amazing. It's like a book.
I suspect with the storyline coming up for Rosemary and Lee in season 10, that particular fan group is going to be just blowing up with
we're going to go crazy. Actually, she in her fan fiction, they have twins. She had them have babies a while back, and they have twins, a boy and a girl. It's really good. It's very good, actually. All right, we ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. I got to go back and forth. I'm sorry. I feel like back in the day when I was teaching COVID. All right, here we go. And you can see, right? So I'm going to move on to the next. So I know the background is not from this season, but it doesn't matter. I just put different pictures up. Cody, in season 4, Cody adopts a dog for Christmas. What is the dog's name? So we're in season 4 still. We've got this question and one more. So Sam the peddler, he had a dog, and he knew that Cody really wanted the dog. and he convinces
Abigail.
Yep.
Oh, someone said Dasher.
Excellent.
People
Whoever
said
that was.
Dasher.
Who said it?
A couple of people said Dasher. Christine and Alexis Jude said it.
Yes, you are correct. Oh, you people are so good with
I'm sorry, Alexis Jude and Rona said it.
All right, very good. Excellent. Okay, now I've got another message for you with our last question from season 4. And this is from part of the admin team. And this is Carolyn. She actually is admin to a fan fiction fan page also, but she's on with Rosemary and Lee's page. And she just had an adorable baby. We call her Millie. She's so cute. All right. I'm gonna click. You can't see it yet, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop it. So I have to go and I have to stop. I hope I'm not making everybody dizzy.
No, you're fine.
Okay. And
that tree on the other hand.
Pardon me?
That tree on your head on the other hand.
Oh, I'll take it off.
No, it's fine. It just isn't,
it
isn't consistently lit.
It's not lit anymore.
No.
I took it off so I wouldn't make anybody dizzy. All right, I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to get you to meet Carolyn in case any of you have never met her. She's lovely. She's got the sweetest personality ever. Okay, let me see. There's that one. Which one do I want? Or is it this one? I think they're kind of the same. All right, I'm going to share, and let me get her started. Hold on. Here we go.
Merry Christmas, Hearties. My name is Carolyn. I am one of the admins on the Rosemary and Lee fan page group. I am here today with a question. What was the very first gift that Lee gave to Rosemary on their very first Christmas? Do you remember? Whether you do or not, I'm sure you'll be surprised and delighted when we find out what it is. You know, Rosemary sure was. Bye.
All right. How are we doing?
Waiting. An ugly. Oh, okay. Hairpin. And
Kathy Murphy, right?
Martha.
Martha got it first.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Kathleen, an ugly spider pin. Several folks saying spider pin.
That's what it is.
Fly pin.
Whoever said it first, the ugly spider pin. Let's see. Hairpin. No, it was not. Nope. Actually, Kathleen Murphy got it right. She said an ugly spider pin, and it was, but it was pink. I didn't think it was ugly. It was huge, and it had the legs that came out. And she finds it and she gives it, we don't realize this, she gives it to the peddler. And then you see walking around town is Flo has it on. And poor Jack sees it and he's like, I really want that. I'll give you double whatever you paid for. And she's like, well, I saw a firefly and I would like, and it's $10. And he's like, okay, 10. And he takes it back and they put poor Sam in jail. And then Rosemary's like, no. And then she and Jack have words and he's like, you find that, you act surprised. You put like the best, acting of your life kind of thing. I will. She's a piece of work. I love it. All righty. Okay. So we've got season 4 under wraps. You ready? We're going to do season 5 and then we're going to do something different in the middle. And then we'll come back. You can take a break, do whatever. Are we having fun yet?
I am.
All right, here we go. Back and forth with the sharing of the screen. It makes me annoyed, but that's okay. Here we go. All right, so we got that done. All right. I'm sorry. There is one more from this because it's important. Why did Jack and Elizabeth miss the Mountie Ball in Buxton? So they recreated it. Remember, she wore that gorgeous dress. They recreated it in the saloon for them. But why did they have to recreate it there? What made them miss it? Anyone? No?
Waiting for answers. Snowstorm.
No, it wasn't a snowstorm. Not this time. It's been snowstorms in other episodes for Christmas.
Had to make toys for kids.
Yes. Whoever said that.
That was Sharon.
Who was it? Sharon?
Karen. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the train was derailed and or something happened. I don't know if it was derailed. Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever it was, all the supplies that were supposed to come and everything didn't happen. And so they were both in agreement and they decided to stay and help make all the toys. And at the end, this is what they did for them. Isn't it? I love this.
It's
This is a
nice.
card. They made a card out of this. I love it.
Are those candles?
Yeah.
Well, apparently the whole fire thing started way before Lucas and Elizabeth.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes. All right. So now we're on to the next questions. Now I have another little clip from one of our admin team members. So I am going to am I sharing? Yeah, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to present and I'm going to go to our next question. And let's see who's next. We have Carolyn already. And now we've got, okay. So this is Tia. Now, Tia, I don't know if she's here tonight or not, but Teresa is her name. And if you don't already know this, and I do have permission to share. So by the way, Tia is the one that always gives the best gifts, and she gave she sent to us the pillows. Do you remember, Kathy, that we
Yep.
we unwrapped together? Well, Tia had she's a retired teacher, and she had surgery. She had tongue cancer, and she's doing very well, but it's a really hard, long road. And she had to have her tongue sort of reconstructed, and she's learning to speak again. So she's part of the Rosemary and Lee admin page, and she is going to ask a question, and we'll listen carefully. I thought she did a fabulous job. So, all right. Can you see her?
Yep.
All right. Let me raise the volume. Let's see what her question is.
Hi, Hearties. Happy holidays. I'm Tia, one of the moderators of the Lee and Rosemary fan page. When was the first time the Christmas wishing tree was introduced? Good luck.
All right. So which season or when was the first time the Christmas wishing tree was introduced? Because it was not in that first episode for Christmas.
Okay, waiting for those answers.
All right. Yep, they will. She did a good job, didn't she?
You did a fabulous job. It was clear as a bell to me.
Yeah, me too. Oh, they're saying prayers for Tia.
Yeah, we'll be sure and pass those along.
Yes.
Okay, we're getting answers. Season 5, most folks are saying.
Yes. Yes, it was. It was season 5. Yep. Very good. You all know. Everybody knows. All right, we're going to do some season 5 trivia. Once that trivia is over, we're going to look at some gingerbread houses. We have 5, and we're going to vote on those. All right. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. I'm ready too. All righty. Now, okay, here we go. It's question 8, but it's from season 5. Who were the grand marshals of the Christmas parade in season 5? There was only one Christmas parade, and that was in season 5. So we want to know who the grand marshals were. Had all these floats. Henry Gowan came back and he helped build the floats with everyone else. It was pretty cool.
We're seeing a lot of positive comments for Tia, and we will pass those along to her.
Oh, that's great. I hope she's here. Maybe she's here.
Jack and Elizabeth seems to be the consensus answer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely correct. Yes, Jack and Elizabeth. Can't fool you people or trick you. In season 5, Jesse fixes the floorboards of Dottie's house. And what does he find? And it's not a dead body. Kathy, were you thinking that?
I know, actually, I was still focused on the answer to the last question, Jack and Elizabeth, but I figured no way. Okay, we're saying money.
Yes.
Cash.
Oh my gosh, it was a ton. It was a lot of money. And this is when we were learning about Jesse trying to be a good man. You know what I mean? Coming off of having that career as a criminal kind of thing.
Yep.
And he shows it to Dottie and she cries because she never knew what her husband did with all this money, and she really could use it. And he gives it to her. And what was nice is he was doing odd jobs to help earn more money, because he only had $2 and he needed $4, which was the discount for these gorgeous gloves that he was going to buy for Clara, which was nice. Okay. Can you see the next slide?
Yep.
It says, who wishes for a crib for their new baby sister / brother?
Who was that?
Anybody know?
I don't know why, but I remember these very vividly. Okay, Robert.
Right.
Everyone knows that one.
Good. And in season 5, how does Becky get to Hope Valley despite the depot shutting down, the train depot? They're very sad. Very, very sad. And then
Gowan goes to get her.
Who does?
Gowan.
He does. He rides on the horse and he gets her and he brings her back, which was a really nice thing. Carson helped grumpy Mrs. McCormick find her Christmas spirit. How does she apologize to the children who came to sing to her? So just a little background that I love about this, about the consistency then of the storylines. Mrs. McCormick is introduced in season 3. She's one of the people that lives out at the settlement, and she's a widow. And she's living out there, and she refuses to get on the back of the wagon, and Abigail forces her to do it. She kind of like strong arms her. She's like, I'll stay out here, but she knew she would have died if she did. So he was always kind of grumpy. So now here we are 2 seasons later in season 5, and she's a patient of Carson's, and she's grumpy, and he's trying to lift her spirits, and he takes the kids out to sing to her, and she's rude to them. And then she's like, he convinces her to change. She has like a little dinner with him in his place. It was so cute in the infirmary. And then she comes to the parade and he says, what do you have? And she goes, these are my apologies. So she makes something for all of the children.
And it looks like the consensus is she makes gingerbread cookies.
She does. And she dresses up each one, and the kiddos love it. Very good. Okay. Speaking of gingerbread. So I'm going to stop this for a minute to talk to you all. And I'm going to share with you a couple of things. So some news. So now that we had the question about Robert's sister, she's born on Christmas Eve, right? Robert's sister, which is a year before little Jack is born on Christmas Eve. So they have the same birthdays. We've never met Robert's sister or the actress that plays her, but we will get to meet her in season 10.
Ooh.
Yes. And her name is Sarah, and she's played the actress who plays her is Remy, Remy. Now this little girl has like all these credits, and I'm going to share some of them in case you wanted to look her up and find out about her. Now, I don't like pronouncing people's names and getting them wrong, but I'm going to spell it and then I'm going to try it. And Remy, if you're out there, I apologize if I get it wrong. It's Marthaller. So we were thinking, what were we thinking, Kat? Marthaller. Okay. So she's adorable. So she's in a Christmas movie this year with Niall Matter. I think, what was it? When I Think of Christmas, which already aired, but it's coming on again this Sunday, I think, and then another time. It's on 2 more times. So you can catch her there to get a glimpse of her. She also was on last year a GAC movie with Cindy Busby. I think it was called Joy for Christmas. She's in Firefly Lane, which we love because we know it's linked to Chris McNally. Also, a couple of years ago, I think maybe it was last year or the year before, it was the new Mrs. Miracle Christmases. And that one was kind of a serious one. It was on the other channel, Hallmark Movies, the Mystery Channel. She plays on that, was in that one. And then Morgan Wiley, who, if you follow my podcast, I love her. She was in this year's movie called My Italian Christmas Memories with Bo
Bridges.
Yeah. She was talking when I was talking to her, she was talking about one of her new projects, and it's called The Island Between Tides, and she's executive producer. Well, this young lady is going to be in that movie. So we're going to see quite a bit of
Very active for such a young girl.
I know, and for like the past 3-4 years she's been. So I'm gonna have to get that child on. I will. I'm gonna have her come on. So just a little tidbit for you there. All righty. Okay, so let's see. We'll go back and we're going to vote now. You ready? We're gonna take a little break. So
Speaking
if anybody,
of gingerbread,
yes, someone wanted to go get a drink, use the bathroom. We're gonna put up the photos that were sent to me. I have 5. Kathy already voted for her favorite one. I don't have people's names. I just have A, B, C, D, and E because I know who's is who. And you could just put that letter in, the one that you think is the best or your favorite. Okay. So here we go. Ooh.
you know what? My pen is, and you're going to have to show all of them before people vote, right?
Yes, I'm showing all of them right now. And
Okay,
then
I'm going to find a pen because I'm going to track the responses.
all right, go ahead. So Kathy's going to go grab a pen. So this is A, and I'll let you take a look. It's very detailed. I don't know who made them on the side or whatever. We're focusing on the big one that's in the middle. It says Pringle and toys. It has peppermint sticks. It has all kinds of detail. This stuff where the chimney is, my niece puts that up. I love that. It's like a sour gummy tape. But look at the top. Look at all the fanciness. So that's A. And then we have, I'll show you, and I'll come back. Here's B and C. So B cracks me up. B is the person who sent this in. They were asking me questions, and I said, we also have, they're asking me about donations and other things. And I said, we also have a gingerbread decorating contest for B. And they're like, oh, she's like, no, never mind. I cannot do that. And then today she sent me this, and she says, this is as close as it gets. She makes this trail mix and she gives it out to people. They say love it so much they call it crack. It's like with the rice checks and cashews and whatnot. So that's her gingerbread house. Then we have C.
Creative.
I know. C is our Hershey gingerbread. Oh, that looks good. It's chocolate. Look at that. And they did it with their little guy. He did a good job. I think he's like 4. Isn't that cute? All right. And now I want to eat it. Look at the front steps are Hershey bars. And then we go to this one. This is another one. Looks like it must have been a kit that was pre-made. I get them for my kiddos. They're pre-made, and then you put all the good stuff on it because I'm trying to make them, you have to let them dry for so many days. People don't realize, and then come back to it. And just a little note out there for Target. Target makes them pre-made, and they're huge, and they're $12, $12.99. At least they are in my neck of the woods. And they come pre-made. They're very sturdy. They last forever. So you can even save them till Easter and make it like a Easter thing. But then you add all the candy to it. And it is so worth it because trying to make them, it falls apart and then everybody cries and gets mad. So that's D, has gumballs on the top, has all kinds of goodies. And then this is E. Now, this one is interesting. It's adorable because the pieces that are around it, I don't know if you can really see this, but it's a library card. And the library card has the title of the book, The Night Before Christ. I don't know if it was meant to be The Night Before Christ, or if it was The Night Before Christmas. I'm not sure. And then they have dates for the book was taken out. And the book was taken out in on Christmas Day in 2018 by Lucas, in 2019 by Elizabeth, then in 2020 by Little Jack. Isn't that cute? Look at that one. Now, this one looks like the kind that you have to actually put together and then decorate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go back slowly. This is E. That's D. C and B. And then A. And then you could tell me what they think. I didn't vote because I know who it is. So I don't like I don't want to vote when I know the names. Are you counting, Miss?
Yeah. It's going so fast, though. I may have to go back
You can.
and scroll through. So I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not. It's going by too fast right now. I'm going to have to go back after it stops.
Well, you know what I'll do? I'm going to go through it again, like so everybody could see. And then I'll stop sharing and I can help you. I can scroll back and you can tally if you want.
Yeah, that'd be
People
fabulous.
could take a break at that time where we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They could go get a drink or go to the bathroom or whatever.
Or both.
Or both. I give you permission.
Thank you. You're such a teacher.
All right. All right. I'm going to scroll back for you. Let's see what we got because you're tallying. All right. Okay. We start off with E and then another E, an A. You doing like a tally mark?
I'm actually looking myself here.
Oh, well, then I'll need to talk.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. Oh, let's see how long Roxanne can be quiet.
No, you talk. I'm just going to keep
All
on.
right.
Just don't ask questions that are going to require a lot of answers because I don't want this.
No, I'm waiting. I'm holding on. This is our little intermission.
Okay.
So, and then I can share a fun fact with you soon too. My students used to spend 3 days making the gingerbread houses, and the staff voted. Well, then Chris, my students in my class, they make them, and then it's right. We're doing persuasive writing, so they have to write an ad to persuade, like a real estate ad to persuade people to come and buy their house. It's so adorable. And there's always one that collapses. And one year they called it a fixer-upper. I thought that was so smart because then they have to go and look at how real ads are presented. So they have a really good time with it. Except one boy tried to lick the hand of the other girl during COVID. And that was a little like he had to be separated and he was sad by it, but he came around. Okay. Oh, Martha's letting you know it looks like A, she's saying, but I don't know. We'll see. A is stunning. My grandson eats them while we're making it. Of course he does, Christina. Like, who does it? What do you think they love it for? Like I told you, the one boy wanted to lick the girl's hand. One year we had one called Katrina. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, goodness. So I have a fun fact for you. We're going to be rolling into this soon, and I'll share it now since it's gingerbread. Not even close. It's A by a landslide.
It actually is.
Okay. All right. A by a landslide. Her name is Lisa, whoever it is. I don't know if you're here, Lisa. Lisa Blassit.
Blassit?
Blassit. Lisa Blassit. Do we have a second place by any chance or no? I'm only joking. We're not.
That one is such a landslide. That it's a distant second.
All right. Janice is saying, I started making one with a graham cracker. Yes, base to be topped with fruits and veggies, but the base fell apart as I was moving it. Oh, well. Did you do that for us? You should have taken a picture. We would have voted on that too. It's okay. My stupid little thing is flapping around. All right. So here's a little, it's not a piece of fun news, but here's a little thing. I contacted Sarah. Sarah, if you don't know, she is the set director for When Calls the Heart. She works very closely with Peter. Peter, by the way, didn't know the answer. So I contacted Sarah at the same time, and Sarah's lovely. And she wrote right back to me right away. And by the way, if you want to get to meet Sarah, she was interviewed by, I've never asked her to be on because I didn't last year because she just had a baby and was enjoying him and I didn't want to bother her, but maybe I'll bother her. We'll bother her this year, Kathy. But she was on Marge's podcast, the Heart to Heart thing. And so if you have access to that, you should check it out because she gives all kinds of cool tidbits and explains stuff. She's amazing. So Sarah, I asked her, I said, Sarah, the gingerbread house that is in season 7 that Rosemary builds for little Jack because it's his first, birthday and whatnot, and it's huge. And she has it in her house. And then later on, I see that it shows up, of course, in Elizabeth's house. I'm like, is that real? She said, absolutely. They had it. They sent out someone. It wasn't made on set. They sent out for it. They had it made and then had it brought in. And then I didn't think to ask her this. What did you say, Kathy? As soon as I told you it, what did you say? Do you remember? You want to know who ate it or what happened to it?
Oh, what happened to the yeah.
Yeah. And it's gorgeous. It has all this intricate icing on it or icing, depending upon where you're from, frosting and stripes. Pay attention when you go back. I saw quite a few people posted this. I think I may have even posted the cover of it or something too. Someone made a video on YouTube and it shows the gingerbread house is like its thumbnail and there's music that goes with it and whatnot. There's other stuff, but you really get to see it up close.
You know what I'm disappointed about in thinking about it, that we're not going to get a Christmas special this year, because it would have been so cool to see what Lucas got his little buddy for their first Christmas as a almost family,
Yeah. Martha said Erin ate it as much as she loves sweets. Maybe she did, Martha. You know what? But do you know how they snuck in all the holidays for us? Because they know how much we love it. And they did the holidays of, Valley holidays. Yeah. I wonder if they'll sneak in something like, even though it's not Christmas time with the Christmas special, we do go to that part of the year. Why couldn't they show it to us? And the whole thing is a little different because we know that the earliest that it can air would be April, because January 15th is their new series, The Way Home. It has 10 episodes. It runs on Sundays. It's in that time slot. And so
until March?
Yeah, but I don't think they would do mid-March. I don't think they would start one and boom, start the next. I think there'd be a gap. What I do think, Christmas in July. Yeah. What I do think that will be really cool though, is I think that while, you know how they repeat little promos and stuff, I think that while we're watching the Way Home, the commercials will have clips or something for the new season, which I'm so excited about.
I hope so.
Yeah. So yeah, we can see, what can we get there? The only things that I heard of and know of is one, there's a redheaded young lady in town that could possibly be Molly's daughter. We don't know, right? We saw a clip of that the cast took a picture of on their last day. We saw that Mark, when he was talking about his character, which comes in episodes 9 and 10 or 10 and 11. 10 and 11?
I think 10 and 11.
So he said that everybody's so excited for his arrival, but really angry with him by the time he's ready to leave. And the only other thing that I got my hands on was Sarah. We'll get to be introduced to Sarah Wolf, which I'm assuming would be Robert's sister. She is little. And anyway, so those are only things I feel safe even mentioning or talking about.
All right. Pastor Frank coming back.
Didn't hear a word, but you never know.
Yeah.
No Pastor Frank.
Okay.
I saw him in something else the other day, and he looked so handsome in it too.
He's a good-looking fella.
Kathy would love this, like the way he was standing and talking, but that's not important right now. All right. All right, you ready? We have lots of winners. So our first winner is Lisa Blassett, and then we are going to raffle off some winners for all these lovely people that are playing. Anybody got any questions for us before we get started? Who is that little boy? Christine. It's funny. I contacted him. His first name is Billy and his real name. He's a doll. He was always talking about stuff that he liked. And I was like, he wants the Hearties to get to know him. Yeah, he plays Toby. But we don't know anything about him. I contacted his management team and he wanted to come on. He was so excited. And I wrote to them and I said, I've had guests on before. I'm well aware of the NDA. I will not, like, whatever I have to sign or say, we will not ask him anything about When Calls the Heart, because I know we can't talk about it. But I'm sure that, the Hearties would love to meet him. He was all excited, and they had to get permission from the production, and they said no, he wasn't allowed on, not until the promos came out. Then I could have him back on. And I was like, you better all have that. If somebody gets him on before I do, I'm going to remind you all what you said to me. So I don't know a thing about him. Kathy, how are you at writing stories? You bring him back. Oh, fan fiction, Kathy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, and you write yourself into that storyline.
No. I do it for, like, if he was really coming back. Because if I write myself into it, it gets weird. No. That's when I start getting those cease and desist letters. So no.
Okay. All right. So Arlene, you're telling me that Billy, it's Christo, I think it is, that his his acting coach is Johanna Newmarch. Could be. Was an acting coach for him. Okay, that makes sense. I do see that he was pictured with with May Sue, which is Amanda, and I was like, oh, maybe it's a connection with him. But I knew what you meant, Arlene. It's okay. I think the reason why is because Amanda, remember when she did all kinds of stuff before she started acting on the show, and she produced some commercials, and he was in one of them with her, and he says that. So they have a history. They know each other. I don't know at all what his part is at all. So, but it'll be interesting. He looks like a cute guy. I can't wait to have him on and chat with him and all that good stuff. And Mark, he's going to be on. He already told me, you're going to have to do it when this season. I said, this episode comes on. I was like, Mark, we will do it. I promise. All right. So let's get back to it. Okay, here we go. All right. And we are here. And we're here. And okay. So it looks like this is the one that won. Well, yeah, look at that. That one is gorgeous. Okay.
Detail.
I really do love this, though. It was very clever with the card and stuff, like the little library gingerbread. All right, we're in season 6. In season 6, what was Elizabeth bringing to the town Christmas Eve dinner? But of course, she didn't bring it because she gave birth instead. Instead, she brought little Jack. Now, the funny thing is that between now and Christmas, I think I'm going to do one of my videos, my One Calls the Heart inspired videos, and I'm going to make this particular item because it's actually a family recipe.
Okay, we're getting answers. Stew?
No. Although she makes a good stew. Nope.
A lot of stew answers.
No, this is season 6. This is season 6, and so she is. So it's their Christmas Eve potluck where everybody brings stuff, and right away from the very beginning, poor Abigail's upset because everybody's changing their minds about what they're going to bring and giving her a hard time.
So we got some different answers. Roast.
No.
Shepherd pie.
No.
Apple dumplings.
Yeah. Close.
Salami.
No. Oh, that's
roast.
fine.
And then pie.
No, it's apple. It's not apple dumplings, but apple something.
Did she make it with lard?
She never got to make it because she gave birth.
Waiting for some more answers with apple. Potatoes? No.
It might be a delay, but I'll tell the answer if we don't get it in a
apple
minute.
turnovers.
Yes, who got that?
Christine.
Good. Which Christine?
Sorry, Loman.
Oh, okay. Good job, Christina. All right. Why does Millie?
Oh, sorry, Christina.
No, it's okay. Now, next one is why does Millie want Henry to read to her? So Millie is the little girl who is one of the orphans. She doesn't speak. And right away, she takes to Henry. This is when the whole orphan group came in because their tire, the wheel broke, and they had to stay and spend Christmas with them. She takes to Henry. She always wants him to read that special book to her. Do we know why? Why does Millie want Henry to read her book? Read to
Did
her.
he look like her father?
Absolutely. The one who had died.
Everyone is saying that.
Yeah, they are correct. It was such a touching. I love that their little storyline together. Little girl was cute too. All right, 15. What is Jesse's present for Clara? He has a very special present for her. It's sweet. And it's got a funny part to go with it.
Janice says gloves.
No, that happened back in season, was it 4?
5? Was it 5?
Or 5 with the money? Yeah, remember he found the money and that's how he was able, yeah. No, not
A
gloves.
lot of gloves answers, but that's the wrong season. So
Yeah,
we're talking about season 6.
That. Yeah, we're in season 6 now.
Nutcracker tickets.
Yes, good job. Who got that?
Arlene.
She was so excited to see it, and it was a Christmas, like a Christmas showing, and she had this gorgeous dress she made. She came down the steps in the cafe. She looked beautiful, and he looked handsome, but he had to go around town and get a jacket and a shirt and a tie and all this stuff from everyone. And then he needed, I think it was pants or something, and they're all like, or was it the jacket? Whatever it was, one of the articles of clothing, they trying to figure out who would match his size, and it was grumpy old Bill. Anyway, when they put it all together, he looked fabulous. And that's because on When Calls the Heart, they have a fabulous, a costumer, Barbara. Okay, good job. All right, next up. What Christmas dessert does Bill struggle to make in that episode? He's bringing a dessert. He says, the only thing that you need, don't you worry. But he has a really hard time making it. You and I talked about this, Kathy.
Hmm?
You know what it is because we laughed about it.
I feel like humming the little song from Jeopardy when they're waiting on the answer to the final Jeopardy. Christmas. Oh, wait. Oh boy, this thing went fast. A lot of answers to this one. Figgy pudding.
Yes, and it was his mother's recipe, and he couldn't remember how to make it.
Yep.
And every time poor Abigail would taste it, she was like, yeah, no. All right. In Benson Hills, Abigail tries to buy a roast. What does she get instead? So this is when Elizabeth's going to get her coach or her pram, whatever you want to call it. And the person who drives is Rosemary because she knows how to drive. And Abigail needs to pick up a roast. So they all go together. And coming back is the big giant snowstorm, right? So in Benson Hills, Abigail tries to buy a roast. What does she get instead? Because
everyone says salami.
And they're right, a Christmas salami. Now, I don't know if anybody else noticed this. If you did, please put yes. So when he hands her the Christmas salami, and she's got it in the car with her, Abigail, and they pick up Elizabeth, and she's like, did you get the roast? And they explain to her, no, but we got this. And she holds it up and they say it's a salami, and they all laugh. It's pretty big. And then when they get back to Hope Valley, and Abigail holds it up and shows it, a lot of it's gone. It's like half the size. And I'm thinking, did they eat it? What happened? Did anybody else notice that? It's like really small.
It was a road trip. That's all the food they had. So.
Oh my God, I know. Did anybody else notice it or no?
Sharon says yes, she noticed it.
Yeah. Okay. Who is born on Christmas Eve?
Well, that's a gimme.
Uh-huh.
Now, some people answered ahead of time, so I'm only looking at what's starting now. Yeah.
That's why I put it up there like that so people could see.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people are guessing it was Little Jack.
It is Little Jack. He is born in this season on Christmas Eve. But remember, I told you in the previous one, it was little
Sarah.
But it doesn't matter. This is season 6, and he is born on Christmas Eve. Yes. Okay. All right. What did Fiona and Flo exchange? Oh, this is season 7. All right. We're ready for season 7. You ready? What did Fiona and Flo exchange for Christmas in season 7? It's a two-parter. Fiona gave blank and Flo gave blank. And it's kind
Was
of
it-
got the same theme. Go ahead.
Was it Bill and the pharmacist?
What? No, they
Not the
did not.
pharmacist. I can't think of his name.
No.
Ned. Was it Bill and
No.
Ned?
Exchanged men.
Okay, someone says telephone gifts. Another was telephone ornament and embroidery.
Yeah.
Christmas ornaments, telephone.
Yep. So Fiona gave a Christmas ornament of a phone, and she's like, "Oh, Flo's like my very own phone, like telephone, right?" And Flo gave Fiona this cross stitch that she said, and it was "May we always be connected." Had a little phone on it, and then the two of them hugged and kissed, and she said, "Thank you." Flo said, "Thank you for, like not giving up on me and giving me a chance," because it was the first time she was actually ever working outside of her home, in all those years. And the two actresses, I've interviewed both, and they both talked about this scene. And if you watch, they're like all teary-eyed and whatnot. And it was cute because that's the I guess she was there for a whole year by this point when they did this whole exchange. Kayla was new, and her first scenes were with Flo. What's Flo's real name? It went right out of my head, and I'm sorry. What is her real name? That's terrible that I forgot her real name. Oh my gosh. Anyway, they had like a moment, and they got all teary-eyed, and they kind of added a little bit more to the scene than what they were, called to ask to do, and came out cute. I loved it. What is Florence's real name? What's the actress's real name?
Oh, so you're contagious.
I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed by that. And I love her, and she's wonderful. And why is anybody help us out in that chat, people? She's wonderful too. My God. All right.
Loretta.
Oh God, Loretta Wash. Thank you. I am so sorry. Loretta, I'm sorry. All right, number 20. And we met Walter, the actor who played Walter. Walter, a young salesman, comes to Hope Valley. What does he sell? What does he sell? Yeah, everyone's getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. All right, now we have another guest that's going to ask you a question. And I am going to tell you about this lovely lady. Here she is. Okay. All right. So, can you see that, Miss Kathy?
I can.
All right. Let me put the volume up. So before I hit this is Christine. Look at her face. She looks like she's making a funny face here. This is Christina Lohman. So she is the admin to the Chris McNally fan page. So if there's anyone here that loves Chris McNally and they're not on our page, please join. We have all kinds of fun, good stuff. We have like photo challenges of the day, and we do it for the whole month. And then if not, we have something like McNally Monday, Teacup Tuesday, When Calls the Heart Wednesday, Throwback Thursday. We have something for all the days, all kinds of goodies. And if I'm not mistaken, Christina, we're going to host a live soon, right? And have like a little thing of our own for the page. So here we go.
Hi, Merry Christmas, Hearties. My name is Christina Lohman, and I am the admin to the Chris McNally fan group. And I'm giving you a question from season 7. The question is, Lucas hosts a potluck dinner at the Queen of Hearts. What is the dish that he tries?
Oh,
Good luck.
All right. What is the dish that he tries? Do you know it, Kathy?
I'm thinking.
I know it. Oh, yes, hopefully she's saying. Good. I'm glad we are, Christina. We're going to do it. Oh,
Stew?
Kathleen Murphy was first, right?
Yep.
She said stew. Yeah. And hello, extra points, people. Who made the stew?
Was it Gustav?
Mm-mm. It wasn't Gustav.
Stew by Elizabeth.
And it was funny because He didn't know because he's like, I had the stew. Because remember, everybody had to help out. And she wasn't standing there. And of course, Rosemary was like, oh, our Elizabeth, she's come a long way. He loved it. He said it was delicious. I love it. I love it. Yep. It was Elizabeth. Bill, Christina, was your question. You put the answer as Bill. No, the stew was made by Elizabeth. All right. I love it. Okay. You ready? We're getting to the end. All righty. Here we go. All righty. Who helps Nathan and Allie find their first Christmas tree in Hope Valley? I love this because Allie's making friends and she makes him a wreath and he can't find where to put the wreath in the jail. And he finally puts it on the door.
Elizabeth. I'm saying Elizabeth is the answer. Yeah.
Yep, she does. And what is inscribed? Oh, this scene gets my heart every time. It was such a good scene. What is inscribed on the compass Bill gives to little Jack? He has Elizabeth open it. He said it's really for when he's older, but open it. And
may you always find your way.
Yes, may you always find your way home. Who said that?
Janice said, may you always find your way. Avis said to find your way home.
It's may you always find your way home. And that was inscribed on the back. So the compass really was Jack's, and he gave it to Bill when they got lost in the mountains or something. And he gave it, and she's like, I can't take it. And he goes, you can, like Jack was like a son to me. This is important. Oh my God. So good. Okay. All right. So now we're in bonus round. I'm going to go with the question first at the bottom. Name 3 townsfolk who have led the Christmas festivities committee. So there have been 3 different people from the town who have been in charge of the committee. Who are they? And then I have one more admin with a question for you all to meet. Anyone answer?
Abigail, Elizabeth, and Rosemary?
No.
Rosemary, Elizabeth, and Flo?
No.
Flo, Rosemary, and Lucas?
Yeah. No.
Elizabeth, Rosemary, Abigail? Lucas, Abigail, Florence?
No.
Rosemary, Elizabeth, Lucas? Rosemary, Lucas, Florence?
Rosemary, Elizabeth, and Lucas. Who said that?
Say it again. What is it? Rosemary, Elizabeth, and Lucas. Arlene said it.
Okay.
Rosemary, Elizabeth, and Lucas, right?
Yep. That's who it is. Rosemary, Elizabeth, and Lucas. So in the very first one, we see they're coming back from their honeymoon, and Rosemary is usually in charge, but Elizabeth is. And it's hilarious how they, the stuff that they say to, like she says to her, she insults her constantly, Rosemary. And then that's how you know that she was in charge of it before, even though we hadn't seen it before. And then in the next one, of course, Rosemary's always involved in all the others, but then Lucas takes over for that last one. All right. I have a question for you all. This is the last question. This is part of the bonus round. And this is the one that is from, this is Deb Johnston. She is from, she's the admin, one of the admins to the, it's called the When Calls the Heart on Hallmark page. And they have, oh my gosh, they have how many thousands of people on that? 56,000
folks there.
Yeah. And they share all kinds of stuff, and it's for everybody. It doesn't matter, who you love. And it's got all kinds of goodies on there. It's been around for a while. So she is our last person to share a question for you all. Okay. And you could see that, right? All right, like raise the volume. Now you're going to hear a little bird chirping in the background. And let me just tell you something. Deb would be here, but she's on the board of ed for she actually is from your area. She's from Illinois, and I don't know how close she is to.
Yeah, she's the other side of Illinois, but we've talked about meeting in the middle, and
Oh,
getting together.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, if you two get together, make sure you take pictures and let me know. All right.
absolutely.
I'll be jealous, but that's okay. So Deb was really sick and she said, I'm waiting to get better. And then her she has a bird. You can hear the bird chirping in the background. All right, folks, here we go.
Merry Christmas, Hearties. My name is Deb Johnston, and I am the admin for the When Calls the Heart on Hallmark fan page. And your next question is, if you can hear it over my parrot, how many Christmas episodes have there been? Good luck. Merry Christmas, Hearties.
All right, how many Christmas episodes have there been? Now, while you're all putting your answers in, if you're not on that fan page, so I know, I don't.
Oh no, 2. Someone said 2. Several people said 3.
I don't want to, like, I'm not speaking ill of anything. I'm just saying that I know that the main page that Marge is in charge of, the official Hearties page, some of you left. But if you want a community that is very similar to that page, in that it's everybody celebrating all of the characters and everything, that is the page for you to join if you're not already on it. I strongly suggest it. They do a good job too. All right.
So we're seeing 2. We're seeing 3. Several 3s. I see some 4s.
4, and Christine right here, I think, is the first one who got that right. So yes, there are 4, but there aren't 4. Oh no, actually, there's people way before that. I'm sorry, Christine. There's Martha who said 4. Now, let me go all the way up. It looks like it's Martha, right?
Martha's first. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who said 5? Janice said 5. There is a 5th. It's the first one. It's from season 3, but it's New Year's Eve. It's a New Year's Eve special. And then the next year they did, in season 4, they did the Christmas, and then they did it in season 5, 6, and 7, and then pandemic, and we've never had it again. Looks like Bonnie Sanchez is saying Lucas is down to 27%. And I don't know who came up with that, but that's, I don't know where that's even going to go, that voting thing. All right. So we've got one last thing to do. And let me just close all these tabs here so I don't confuse myself. And it is called the Wheel of Names. So I think I did say this. All these wonderful people donated all kinds of goodies. And if you did and you sent me your name, I put you in the wheel. We're going to spin it 3 times and we're going to get 3 winners. Christine, don't worry that your internet's slow, because that was the fun part of it. We will then go through and we're going to randomly pick 3 people that played tonight, and you are all going to win some official When Calls the Heart merch and maybe some other stuff. It requires you to share your address privately in an email with me. I'll put it right here in the chat, but you should know it by now. It's my last name, DERENZIS, and then my first name, ROXANNE. And then it's at gmail.com, because I will make sure it gets to you. Let's see. Here we go. Some of it I actually can get to you through an email. So just email me. Okay. Kevin fans are voting to keep Lucas low. Avis.
Well, that's shocking behavior. I never would have thought it of them.
I know. But here's the thing about that, though. Even if they aren't doing that, it's Lacey Chabert. Who's winning up against Lacey Chabert? And the funny thing is, if you're coming off a Christmas con, you know that Lacey Chabert and Jonathan Bennett are very good friends. They host. They're like the king and queen of Christmas con. So those two are always together, and they're like the big wigs of it all. So we're up against some like major competition. Did anybody go to Christmas con? Arlene wanted to know. Maybe there's people here that did. I did not because I did not. Let's just say that I did not go. And No, Candace said Kevin is first, Chris is 2. Kevin is first, Chris is 2. They are. Look at it. Erin is the head in votes for ladies. Oh, I thought it was just 3. Maybe I don't know what we're looking at. I just saw those 3. I didn't know it was more than that. I didn't know it was all these other people. Okay. Lacey is 67%. All right. Yeah. Oh, I know people that went, but I didn't go to it. Chris is second. I don't know. We'll have to look at it to see what they're talking about. All right, we ready to spin the wheel, people? All right.
Spin, Vanna.
Spin that. My grandmother loved Vanna White, loved everything she wore. Look what she got on tonight. I got to look. And then she'd play Wheel of Fortune with her Italian accent, yelling at the TV. Oh my God, my grandmother, Grandma Anna. I was her favorite because I was the first. And she would tell people that. She had no problems telling the
You
rest.
must be very popular with your cousins.
They were much younger than me, so I felt bad. Like, I was the oldest, and then they were all way younger than I was the only grandchild for a long time. I was like the princess. My mother used to say, "You're not a princess. You just remember, you don't listen to what your grandmother says. You listen to what I'm telling you." I'm like, okay. All right, here we go. We're ready. Wheel of Names. Can you see it, Kathy?
I can.
All right, here we go. These are the people that made donations. I'm so excited. All right, they're going to join Lisa as a winner tonight, but you're all winners. And the winner is Lillian. I'm going to remove you, Lillian. Okay, so our first winner is who?
Lillian.
Nice job, Lillian. All right. Next up.
Christina says she'll take a vowel for 200.
That's funny. Next up is
Bonnie.
Bonnie. All right. And last but not least, here we go. Kathy Murphy. All right. And those are our winners. Oh, everybody's a winner because you're all here and you're Heartie and we love you. I know. Oh, okay. So, yes. So we didn't pick our winners yet from tonight. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to randomly get them? What did we say? What are we going to do?
Wire transfer of funds?
No, I meant how are we going to choose wire transfer of funds? So how are we going to randomly choose right now? Let's see. Let's pick. I know what we'll do. We'll go all the way to the top when they started to comment. Okay. When they started to play. Find your way home. Oh my God, there's a lot. And you're gonna pick like 3 numbers, Kathy. 3 random numbers, and we're gonna see if we can figure out who they are. Holy Stromboli, that's a lot.
What kind of numbers?
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like
gotcha. What are the frames?
a lot.
1 in 10 or 1 in 200 or what?
I don't know how many comments there are. There's so many. Horse. What's a horse? Slingshot. Oh, what did he want for Christmas? Unless you wanted to do like birthdays or something. Pick. All right. I don't know. Oh, does anybody have a Christmas Day birthday?
That's a good one.
Yeah. And I know you're not going to all lie. Oh, hello, everyone. Just got home from a meeting. Hi, Christine. Anybody have a Christmas Day birthday? Like December 25th? Airtime crickets. What else could we do, Miss Kathy?
I'm fine with the numbers. I'm blank. Oh, my birthday is this Saturday. Lillian.
No, Lillian. We said December 25th. You want to, you know what? I would let it fly, but you already won a prize. So not that you can't win too, because you can. Oh, what about Lucas or Elizabeth's birthdays? I don't know them. Elizabeth is she in February? Her birthday?
Aaron?
No, I think the characters of them. Pick a number, Christina says. All right, come on, pick a number.
7.
Okay, number 7. Oh my gosh. We got to go all the way back up and see who number 7 was. Yeah, the 7th person to answer something. And then we got to pick a big number. Because we don't
160.
All right, 7 and 160. All right, so we got a 7 and a 160. So let's see. Let's go back up. Thank you for your patience, peoples. Did you have fun? I hope you had fun. I had fun. And ask us any questions. Then I want to tell you something that's coming up. It's a new adventure Kathy and I have. And I'm very, very excited about it. Are you excited about it, Kathy? You're probably sitting there thinking, what in the world are you talking about? I'll pretend I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited, you
All right.
know.
Right.
I was looking just out of curiosity to see if by any chance Chris or Aaron had a Christmas birthday, but they don't. But they're both autumn.
Birthdays? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And she's a little older than him. I didn't know that.
He is. He's young. He's a youngin'.
Yeah, relatively speaking, he is.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Thank you for your patience because I'm still trying to get all the way to the beginning. So we could go to number 7. Oh my God, lucky 7 is like taking me forever. People are leaving us. All right, here we go. Let me go slowly. All right. Hi everyone. Wait, while I wait, I'm voting for Chris in the poll. Merry Christmas. Yes, me too. All right. Chris is still losing. He's trailing Sharon. Okay. Hi everyone. Split my screen. Hold on. Kevin is in the lead. I didn't even know he was on there. I thought it was just the 3 of them. See, I didn't look at it or open it, just like my students don't. Vote. We all need. I'm sorry, people. Thank you for your patience. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Avis. All right, Avis. Avis, you are one of the winners tonight. All right. 6. Avis is 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So quiet. Sing for them.
Who, me?
Yes.
No, you want to clear the room, apparently.
Okay. Next is Martha. Martha, you are the next winner. Okay. All right. So who do we have? Do we have 3 yet? Or is it just
No, one more.
Okay, one more. Okay, don't do it by numbers. That was a lot of work, me getting to 160. Do something different. What can we do different? Anybody have a suggestion as we roll it out? Because we love you all. Yay. Where's my car? You wanted a car?
This is more like the Bozo's grand prize game.
No. Does anybody have, let's see, What's a significant thing for? I'm trying to think.
Come up with the ultimate tiebreaker question. One final bonus trivia question.
But then we roll out. Okay, whoever has the fast or quickest internet
Yeah,
service.
but whoever, no double winners. If you've already won something, don't respond to this one.
How many podcasts have you done? Me? Oh, well, that's funny. That's funny, Janice. That's about related to me though. I just counted up my numbers. I wanted to tell you that I had to go look at my traffic, and wow, I was so shocked. You people are wonderful. I'm going to post some numbers up because it's the end of the year and they send you your numbers. But almost 70% of my content, this is straight up podcast stuff, not my other stuff, has over 1,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah. Our strongest month, believe it or not, was January.
Of this year.
Pardon me?
Of this year.
Yeah, well, it just shows up me. I haven't been I haven't even done this more than like that much of a year.
Wow.
See some really great winter Hallmark movies. Anybody have good ideas for new Hallmark movies? Oh my goodness, I love them. Who said save it first? Way to go, Avis. And okay. What was Chris's first movie for Hallmark? Could be tiebreaker. Well, not everybody here, Avis, that's true, but not everybody here is a super fan of Chris's. We've got McGarry's here, and we have people that are love Jack. So I don't know that they would know that one, but some of us like that. I feel like that's too much for one side. Tia's here. Hi, Tia.
Hi, Tia.
I know what we could do, Kathy. Let's make it about us. Who can tell us what was the very first thing like Kathy and I did together when we collaborated? That's what we could do since you're here and it's us. What was the very first podcast we did in collaboration? Tia's saying hi to us.
Tia, please take the time to, I don't know if you've been here the whole time or you just came in, but if you just came in, please look at the comments because you were getting a lot of love and good vibes earlier in the evening.
Yeah, we shared your video and people were saying all kinds of good stuff. You have to be specific. An episode review.
Someone said the season 9 preview, season 8 podcast. No, it was a specific episode, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a specific episode. Nope. My hubby Rob says hi, Roxanne. Hi, Rob. Hello. No, y'all don't know. You know what? I thought you're all our super fans here. Oh,
after the bridge kiss.
It was after the bridge kiss. It was, and it was after all of that, but it was something very specific. I've been here all along. Thank you for all the love. Oh, good. Christina, what's that little square? That came up on yours before too. Something like you might be trying to share something. Whatever happens, it's a square. You saying we're squares? Well, maybe that one's too difficult. It was, well, first of all, I'll refresh your memories. I was on one of the fan pages that we both belong to, and there was a post, and Kathy wrote this really insightful thing that was talking about how, it was a wave, how like all the scenes and all the stuff that were showing the relationship between Elizabeth and Lucas. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so smart and spot on. So I messaged you on Facebook, but we weren't friends. So you didn't see it at first. And it took you a while to see it. And then you messaged me back and I was like, come on my podcast, let's talk about it. And that's what we did. Mm-hmm. We talked about all of that. And it went through the roof. People went crazy for it. And they're like, come back. So we came back again. Thank you for all the great fun times. Okay. Thank you for a great fun time. You are welcome, softball player. All right. So let's just.
Someone did get that though. Well, After the bridge kiss, is that?
Yeah, they said it was after the bridge kiss. It's the closest, so we're going to go with it. Is that okay?
That was Miranda.
Who was it?
Miranda.
Let's see. All right, you wrote it down for us? All right. I'm excited. Thank you. Is it Gloria though? Yeah, her first name is Gloria. Yes. Do you see that?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Okay. Oh, I hope you had fun. Yay, it's me. It is. So email me and I will get your address and all that stuff, your email address, because you'll be emailing me. And everybody's a winner. We love you very much. And we have some news before you go. So we have Lisa Blassett. She was the gingerbread winner. And we have Lillian and Bonnie and Kathy. They were for their generous hearts. They were the winners. And then we have Avis, Martha, and Gloria. Oh, and I want to thank the admins to the various pages. You did a fabulous job of sending in your questions to me. That was great. And again, if you haven't joined some of these pages, please do, especially the one where it's for everybody. I love that because it's a great community. You can all voice your opinions in a kind way. You won't get kicked off. And that one is called When Calls the Heart on Hallmark, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then again, if you love Rosemary and Lee, join our page. If you love Chris McNally, join that page. There are other pages out there, but and let me tell you, I put out to several. There was one page that chose not to respond in any way, even though they saw my request. They didn't say no, thank you. They said nothing. And I won't say their name, but whatever. So it's not like I left out anyone I did not. That's not like my style. But those are the people that responded. And of course, we're going to keep Lillian in our prayer. Not Lillian. I'm sorry, I saw her name pop up. We're going to keep Lynn in our prayers, and I'll have to check back, see how she's doing. When Kathy and you chatted about why Lucas was the best choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It was right after the bridge kiss. Merry Christmas. Okay. Hi, Brian. All right. Before you go, Kathy and I have a new adventure. I'm very excited. So I may have said this before. I'm going to say it again because it'll be here because you won't hear from us like this for a while, right? So in January, on January the 15th, on that time slot that is the When Calls the Heart time slot, or any series that they have on Sunday nights is it 8 or 9 now? For that one. I'm sorry. I forget if it's 8 or 9. For some reason I'm feeling like it's 9, but it could be 8. Is the new series. There's 10 episodes and it's The Way Home. It has a little bit of a Outlander time traveling to it, but of course they don't outland. You're not going back in time like that. It is 9. Thank you, Martha. And I've been in touch with Hallmark and I wanted to have the actors and whatnot on, and they said closer to the premiere date, which is good. And Kathy and I on Monday nights will give a recap and what we think about it. And we will have some guests on. And Maria Fisher is the person who is the publicist in charge of that particular series. And we're going to be, don't jump in the pond. And I'm excited. I'm excited for this.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Because after the holidays, it's like the winter doldrums. So it's nice to have, something to look forward to and some excitement and because there's who knows how long till season 10 starts, but we're really going to have fun with that.
Yes. And I've got 2 before Christmas. I hope I have these both up because one might also be used for the other holidays that come after Christmas. I'm going to do the apple turnovers, and I'll have some stuff about Elizabeth and that and recipe. And then I'm going to share the wishing tree recipe. It is something that you could pull apart. It's made with puff pastry, and it's filled with chocolate and chocolate and strawberries, and it has little hearts on it. You'll see, and then you can pull it apart and eat it. It's a dessert for all the wishing trees. It's inspired that recipe. Yes. Happy holidays to you both. Thank you, Susan and Christina and Arlene and Jean and Martha and everyone else. Your podcasts are great. Thank you for doing what you do. Happy holidays. Thank you, Christine. All right. Are we saying goodnight, Miss Kathy?
I think we're saying good night and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. There's a
And
lot going on between now and the end of the year.
I know that's why I always say happy holidays, because it's for all of it, right? Yeah. The happiest of holidays to all of you and yours. Looking forward to chatting with you in the new year. Thank you, Cindy. Pascal just told Coffee with Colin late June or early July for season 10. Okay.
Good to know.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. Latest breaking news. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to have to look at that episode. So everyone, Coffee with Colin. It's a great podcast. He reminds me of, they spill their guts to him because he's a fellow actor. And it reminds me of when they talk with Paul Green, how they just are so comfortable and they're good friends with him. So thank you, Brian, for sharing that. Makes sense.
And if you get bored and you really miss us, go back and look at some of our if you missed any of our old podcasts over the past year, go back and go through some of those and you'll enjoy them, because we've had a lot of fun with these.
We have, and we have stuff planned, right? We're not going to say anything, but we've got stuff planned for the new year that's still When Calls the Heart related.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, we're going to do something before the premiere. We'll have a premiere party. We got everything in the works going on.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, had a fabulous time at the party. Thank you, Kathy. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, all, and have a wonderful and safe rest of your holiday season. And we'll see you on the other side of 2022.
Yes. All right.